Alright guys, so I just picked up this Atlas 10F lathe a couple weeks ago. It's got the QC42 gearbox. Came with a couple accessories. Came with the milling attachment, which I'm using right now as a tool holder till I can get my compound milled down a little bit so I can use my quick change tool post. Horse taper 2. Overall, it's pretty rough condition. Gears are pretty bad. They make a lot of noise, and they don't like to thread currently. I think there's just so much slop in the gearbox between like all the shafts are worn down. Some of them as bad as 30 thou. It's worn down. That's pretty tight, but there. Oil light bushings have seen better days. Everything's just loose. Needs some TLC, and I did break the handle, unfortunately, so I'm gonna have to make one of those. But I ordered a bunch of bushings, all the bushings for it, and I ordered some 1/2" precision ground rod for this shaft, 5/8 precision ground rod for this shaft, and then also this little half shaft here, I believe is 5/8. So I ordered rod. I just need to put a keyway in it. I need to change out the bushings, but I wanted to do a before and after, just of the noises and the performance of it, to see how much, if any, it improves. Hopefully it does. But I'm gonna start you off right here just to hear the gear noise. So when I put it in neutral, it's reasonably quiet, obviously. No gears are engaged. When I engage the gears but leave the gearbox out, so it's quite noisy. I did order replacement gears. They're printed gears instead of steel gears. For this one, these two, I believe these two, and then I got a 1/2 speed gear for this one from, I believe it's Crafted on eBay. And the gears that ride on the shafts, because the shafts are loose, when this was engaged, the gears would run out of mesh, and they would pull this down and pull this down and pull this down every time the gear jumped a tooth, and eventually it cracked along this line right here. I tried to do some welding on it, did not work. The ZMAC metal doesn't like to be welded, by me anyway. So I do need to make a replacement handle for this. But let me show you some thread cutting, because the thread cutting has not been going well. Even on a light cut at about 20 threads per inch, it just stalls. The motor keeps running, but the belt starts slipping. I believe there's just so much slop in the gearbox that it binds itself up and it just stalls itself out. So I'm gonna put this in B. My sliding gear is out. Then I'm gonna hold this one. Let's call it in slot 9. This should be giving me 30 threads per inch. Now I'll go down to 20 threads per inch, slot 3. So I have to hold this up because the lock is broken. So let's start it up. And forward. So as you can maybe see there, it was a light cut, it was not even a deep cut, and it just stalls out. That was maybe like a 4th thou cut, and I believe that it's because the gears are just binding up on themselves. They're not meshing properly because of the excessive wear in the shafts. I could be wrong, we'll see. My next video will be replacing all the oil light bushings and fabricating new rods on the mill. I just wanted to have this to remember how loud this was. Hopefully it's not anymore. I still have a lot of work to do on this, but it's getting there, slowly but surely. I did get this El Cheapo Amazon quick change tool post. Unfortunately, it's gonna end up hitting on the top of the compound. So I just have to do that cut. Take a little bit off right there, and we should be good to go. We'll get back to you.